What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch, and today we got a brand new video. We're gonna be here on the global server. No, we're not. We're actually gonna be here on the JP server because we're gonna be talking about why this is a great time to join JP Grand Cross. So, if you guys are currently playing on global and have never played JP and are intimidated by the language swap, I'm gonna be going over why this is the perfect time to get into this game. This is really gonna be more for people who have already played JP games of other games. If you've never played a JP game before, or JP version of a game, the language barrier is the toughest part, right? Because getting into a game is that you don't understand anything that's going on takes a little bit of time. And that's like my biggest deterrent originally from playing this game, is that there's so many things. It's not a simple game, right? There are so many things going on that if you just don't know what the buttons do or what's happening, what are the new events, things like that, then it's just impossible to play as someone who's not a native speaker of that language or is unable to understand what's written. Thankfully, there are plenty of people who do translations for everything in this game, and it makes it a lot easier to play the game and just go through. And if you've been playing global from beginning to now, you probably have a decent idea of what majority of the stuff here does. That's why I'm going to be going over why you should get into JP now more than any other time. And the main reason for that is we're actually going to swap over to my desktop for a second, is because of this 777 download celebration. So if you guys have not heard, we surpassed 7.77 million downloads for Grand Cross, and because of that we have a massive celebration on JP. Meanwhile, global unfortunately does not have anything, and that's most likely due to the whole crisis going on right now. So I don't want to get into that too much because YouTube does not like that word. But we're gonna go through and just explain in one particular reason why it is a great time to get in. First of all, the most enticing reason to play this game is because you get everything sooner, right? Anything new that comes out is always going to come out on this version of the game before it does on the global version. You get to experience the hype of all these new characters as they come out, these new events, things like that. And everything's originally designed around JP before it comes out to global. So for example, like we get these Halloween events and these summer events and things like that, but translating them over to global is not as easy because the timings just don't line up. But they are offering, right here, there is a new player and returning player login. And it is an amazing login right now. It is currently, let's say you're a new player and you log in for the first time, this on the right hand side is everything that you're going to get. And the nice thing is, all the way at the bottom, you can see here on day 28, you're going to get Holy Knight Gother. The coin shop Gother that is an absolute monster. And they just give you so many things. SR pendants, SSR pendants, Part 1 tickets. Do we get any Part 2 tickets? No, but that's fine. And on top of that, there's just a billion things to go on that you get as a new player. And it's not as hard to get into it now versus another time where there's not an event going on. The only other time I would suggest going for this or trying to swap over to JP is for Anniversary. Because they're 100% they're going to have a massive celebration. If any of these celebrations currently indicate, we've had the New Year's celebration, the half anniversary celebration, like a Halloween event, this celebration in particular, they've all been above and beyond just amazing. And they're not even huge stuff. Besides the 6-month anniversary, all the other celebrations are just minor things. Halloween, New Year's, Valentine's. They just keep giving us an insane amount of content and stuff to do. So this was one particular reason why I wanted to talk about getting into it as a new player. But what I'm going to be doing, and I'll probably do it in my next video, is I'm going to give away a JP account. So there are plenty of accounts there that are just logged in every single day, have a bunch of gems stored up on them. And most likely what I'll do is I'll do a nice cool summoning video and see if I can get this busted LR Lost Vein Meliodas. And if I do, I'll give away the account either way, right? But just as a way to kind of entice some fun into the community. And there's gonna be no requirements. You know, I'll just pick someone. Most likely, I'll pick a Twitter follower or someone from my Discord or whatever, or comment section. But besides that, you know, you don't have to be subscribed or anything like that. I won't go too crazy. It's just gonna be a fun account to give away, or I'll give it away on a live stream. But besides that, if you guys are interested in playing JP, regardless of this giveaway account, okay, thank you, Nagato, for logging in. I get it. I don't need to see it. One of the best websites that you can use is going to be this website right here, and I always have these websites linked down below. It's going to be gcdatabase.com, and GC Database is run by one of my friends, and she does an amazing job at keeping this up to date, nice and neat. You can see the patch notes from here. You can see official JP patch notes on their website as well. It's linked there. I don't know if she has an archive of patch notes, but usually has the most recent 2 patch notes on here. You have the full characters database, and then you can also swap over to the global side, which is sdsgc.gg, which is run by someone else, if you want to take a look at the global stuff. So these two, in conjunction with, I highly recommend also joining the community Discord for Grand Cross. Those all together are going to do a great job at providing you information, translations, things like that, guides to help you get through the game. But a lot of these guides that I've been posting out for global are still apply here, right? It's more a matter of, once you learn what all the buttons do, it's learning what the character roster is, right? Learning, you know, there's a massive group of units, right? So learning what each character does is going to be one thing. Learning to team build, but then after that, it's going to be the same grind as global, where you're just working on getting your units up, working on your gear, and then going from there. Now, I'm also going to plug in my BlueStacks one more time, because I need about 50 more people to click that link and install BlueStacks to help me out. Please, BlueStacks Senpai, don't kick me to the curb yet. But yeah, if you guys want to play on an emulator, this is how I do it. You can see here that I have both global and JP on here, and I can freely hop between the 2 games. Right? No lag usually, maybe a frame drop here or there, but as long as your PC is decent enough, I can show you guys my settings as well. Engine. As long as you have a decent PC, this is what I run at. The FPS doesn't actually matter, the game only runs at 60 FPS. That's just there for fun. I have a 144Hz monitor. But yeah, those are the only settings I use. So if you do that, you can actually swap freely between iOS and Android, and you will not lose your gems. I know there's a lot of people, when you're playing on JP, one of the issues ends up becoming is, if you want to spend money, it becomes very difficult, right? Because if you are on iOS, the only way for you to play this game on iOS, on JP, is to actually make an account for that region. So you would have to have a JP iOS account, and then from there you'd be able to go into the JP App Store, download the game from there, and run it like that. And if you ever wanted to spend money on the game, it'd be very difficult to do so, because they don't accept, you know, American or non-JP regional information, right? So you have to give your bank account, not bank account, like your address and things like that, and it becomes very difficult to do so. But at least the only way for you to actually spend money on JP is through JP gift cards, and that becomes a hassle because they tend to be a little bit overpriced, stuff like that. I prefer just using here, you know, you can go on BlueStacks, you can download the emulator. Even if you're on iOS and you want to play on iOS, you can do that. But if you ever wanted to spend money, you can actually go here into the BlueStacks store, if this loads, and you can see here that there's a decent amount of gift cards on sale. You actually get a massive discount. Okay, let me swap back to my desktop because that's not showing. Okay. But yeah, you can see here that's like 20% off. These are out of stock, whatever. And these constantly get restocked. Easy way for you to get your stuff on here. On top of that, you can actually just purchase currency normally through JP Android. if you go over anything that requires you to spend money, it auto converts everything to your native region. So I could click on here, buy this for this price. It does the conversion on its own, and then you just buy it. So that's really it for downloading the... Actually, I didn't explain how to download the game. If you guys want to play the game on Android, let's say on BlueStacks, right? Because what I explained before is if you use my link down below, you will only be able to get the global version from the App Store. What you have to do is you have to download QApp. QApp you'll be able to find simply by hitting More Apps. You'd go to your browser, and then you would Google QApp, download, and you can see here that I actually still have the thing up. So you click the first link, and this won't come up for you because you won't have that downloaded. And then from here, you can actually just download QApp. And that's it. Once you download it, QApp is simply another app store that tends to have the international games. And this is how you play any of the games from here. Okay, I'll close out. You can look up Grand Cross. It tends to always be in the top rankings of the games anyways. So you would just click here, and then it would say install, right? And that's it. From there, you'd be able to play. I would always make sure you link your, link the account to something so you don't lose your data. And that's going to be it for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick video on why it's a great time to play Grand Cross. The celebration is amazing, and there's just so much going on right now that you don't want to miss, including this insane Meliodas. All the links to everything that I explained are down below. So if you ever get confused, feel free to ask questions, join my Discord if you guys want more information or anything like that. That's going to be it for now, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.